Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chow with Lau. And today I'm going to show you how to make a spectacular yet simple dish. King prawn, spring onion and ginger in a crispy nest of noodles. Let's do this. So this dish isn't just spectacular, it's very tasty indeed and deceptively easy to make. It's one of those dishes that when you order it in a restaurant and it comes to your table, everybody goes ooh and ah because it's a bit of a showstopper. So what could be better than making it in your own kitchen? And I'm going to show you how. And the star of this particular show is the king prawns. Nice, juicy, sweet king prawns. They really absorb all the flavours you throw at them and they're just so nice to eat. I'm going to be using fresh egg noodles to make my crispy base because they're so convenient. You can get them at many supermarkets. If you have dry egg noodles, just cook them up as you would by the instructions on the pack. Boil them up, drain them well, let them cool down and then pat them down with kitchen roll to make sure they're as dry as possible, to make sure that making them crispy by deep frying is as easy as possible. I'm actually going to pat these down with some kitchen roll. I'll show you in a second. I want them as dry as possible before we deep fat fry them to ensure that they're going to go really super crisp. So the first thing I'm going to do is prepare our flavour ingredients. I've got 5 cloves of garlic here, which I'm going to slice up finely. I'm not aiming to mince the garlic, I'm aiming to go for fine slices this time. I've got a thumb-sized piece of garlic here, which I'm going to cut into fine little pieces. Notice I'm keeping the skin on. And I've got 3 stems of spring onion here. I'm going to slice off the tops, the roots, and then I'm going to slice up the white bit, the oniony bit, then I'm going to slice up the green part of the spring onions because we're going to keep them separately because they've got slightly different roles in this recipe. Got 250 grams of king prawns here, some nice plump ones. To marinate them, I'm going to add half a tablespoon of sesame oil, a tablespoon of light soy sauce, and half a teaspoon of soft brown sugar. Give that a stir to work it into the king prawns, and that should absorb nicely into them. King prawns are like a sponge, they will just soak up flavour. Okay, now for the egg noodles. I've put some sheets of kitchen roll into a colander. Now I'm going to empty my egg noodles into the colander and then I'm going to place another couple of sheets of kitchen roll over the top and just gently, very gently, sort of grip and release the noodles so that some of that moisture will get absorbed into the kitchen roll away from the noodles. And this is going to help get our noodles really crispy. Next, I'm going to get a sieve and we're going to place some of our noodles into the sieve. And then we're just going to start to make a nest shape in the sieve and then gently push it into the sieve so we've got a concave bowl, not just a pile of noodles. Okay, don't press it so hard that it actually gets imprinted into the sieve. We don't want that, otherwise it's not going to release after we've fried them. And it's just going to stick to the sieve, which is obviously not what we want. Okay, once we get it into that kind of position, still fairly loose, like I said, don't put too much pressure on. It will hold its shape quite nicely whilst we do this. And that should do it. Right guys, wooden or bamboo chopstick into the oil. When it's fizzing away like that quite enthusiastically, then the oil is at the right temperature i.e. hot. Okay, so we've got our sieve here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ladle the oil and fry it this way. We're going to fry it in the air. I suppose you could call this air frying, but that's really just a bad joke. Now, obviously, we've got a lot of hot oil here, so please be very careful. Okay, the advantage of this technique is that it shouldn't stick to the sieve. And keep doing it. We keep basting it. That's basically what we're doing, basting it until it fries up nicely and goes crispy. You can see it's starting to work on it. The noodles are puffing up a bit. And these noodles are going to act like a bowl for your king prawn dish, which is why we're doing this bit first. We keep basting it and basting it. It takes very little time at all. Okay, there you go. And then look, it just comes out as easily as that. That's perfect. Look at that, nice little bird's nest of noodles. Right guys, on to the king prawns. First of all, I'm going to fish out some of the oil we've just taken out. I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons of that oil, get that up to temperature. The first things that go into the hot oil, you can see it smoking away, are our aromatics, the ginger, the garlic, wow, that smell, and the white bit of the spring onions, okay? Those are our aromatics. Give them a nice little stir. Now make sure, it's really important that we do not burn our garlic, so keep it moving, turn the heat down a little bit. We're kind of opening up all the flavours from the ingredients into the hot oil. That's what we're doing, and then this will make sure that all these flavours infuse into the rest of the dish. Classic Chinese ingredients, garlic, ginger, spring onion. You could add some chili if you wanted a little bit of a kick, but I like this one just as it is. Okay, and the one thing we don't want to do is overcook our king prawns. Add a little bit of salt, cracked black pepper, a little bit. The soy sauce, got a tablespoon of light soy sauce. In we go with that. 250 millilitres of stock. I'm using vegetable stock. You can use fish stock, you can use chicken stock, whatever you like. It's all good. Okay, get that up to temperature. I've also got half a tablespoon of malt vinegar, and that's just going to give us a little bit of sharpness. It won't make it sour, it's just going to add another little layer of flavour, which is going to make this dish really, really, really good. A couple of tablespoons of dry white wine. And I've got about a tablespoon of cornstarch, corn flour, mixed in with a little water. That's going to thicken everything up. Pour that in. Beautiful. And the pièce de résistance. Take it off the heat. Teaspoon of sesame oil. And just to finish off, the green bit of the spring onion. In we go. Stir it in. And we are done. Check that out, guys. Make sure sure we put plenty of the sauce in. Get your taste buds ready. There you go, guys. Check it out. Right, I've already broken the noodles. Let's see how crispy they are. Really good. It's hard to eat it out of your hand like this. It's not really designed to do it. It's not really designed to be handheld, so you'll have to forgive me. Oh. As I predicted, crispy on the edges, going a bit soft and absorbing the sauce in the middle. Perfect. Let's try these king prawns. Oh my gosh. If you're a seafood fan like me, you'd be in heaven. It works so well with the ginger, the garlic, the spring onions. Absolutely spot on. A little bit of vinegar just gives it something. It's really subtle. It's not vinegary. We don't put that much in. It just gives it that little lift. That is always good. It's like putting a bit of vinegar on your fish and chips. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing, but you only use a little bit. Only use a little bit. Fantastic. Now, this is a way to impress all your friends and family because it looks so technical. It looks something that you'd get in a really good restaurant. But as I've shown you today, it is so easy. Using the sieve technique and basting the noodles instead of trying to deep fry them in the sieve makes it easy to come out. I've tried it many times before where I've stuck the sieve into the hot oil. A, you need a lot more oil, and B, it ends up welding itself to the sieve and it just then breaks up and a complete mess and no good. This method works each and every time. Try it yourself, guys. Seeing is believing. Today I did it in one take. No substitutions, no trying again. It just worked. That's how easy this is, but you don't have to let your friends and family know how easy it was. You can tell them how difficult it is and how you've trained for years and watched Michael's videos for years and years to get up to the skill level. You're now a black belt crispy noodle ninja. On a side note, what I've done with literally the side dish, I've just quickly stir fried some tender stem broccoli. Which is really nice. Fresh, healthy, and just a little bit of oyster sauce to give it that oomph. Really, really good. And that'll sort of balance the meal out, give you your veggies, 1 of your 5 a day. Really good, and just goes well with this. Anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I have making it. This has been really, really fun, and if you try this recipe yourself, you're going to see how much fun it is and just how tasty it is. It's probably one of my all-time favorites, and I'm really happy to share it with you guys. Give me some feedback in the comments below. Let me know what you think, what you might add to it. You could do more veggies in the king prawn bit, or you could substitute out and put chicken or pork or whatever you want, or you could go totally veggie, mushrooms, aubergine, tofu, whatever you like. It all works, but I'm a king prawn fiend. Love them, love them, love them. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to help the channel more directly, you can use the super thanks button, which is the little heart symbol underneath the video, and you can donate straight to me so I can make more dishes like this, buy more ingredients, pay my energy bill so I can afford to cook them. But you watching and liking and sharing's really good. Share the video, that really helps. That's all I ask of you. To watch the videos is the most important thing to me. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care guys. Bye bye.